Donald Trump is taking aim at Taylor Swift days after she publicly endorses Vice President Kamala Harris for president. In a post on his Truth Social network, the former president writes in all caps, quote, "I hate Taylor Swift," without context or explanation. Liz Cheney, the Republican former congressional representative who is backing Harris, quotes his comment and writes on X, formerly Twitter, "Says the smallest man who ever lived," referencing a track from Taylor's most recent album, The Tortured Poets Department. It's not the first time the former president is publicly speaking against the 14-time Grammy Award-winning singer. Taylor broke her silence about the upcoming U.S. presidential election following a televised debate between the two candidates on September 10th. The global superstar writes at the time in the caption of an Instagram post, quote, "Like many of you, I watched the debate tonight. If you haven't already, now is a great time to do your research on the issues at hand and the stances these candidates take on the topics that matter to you the most." She continues, quote, "As a voter, I make sure to watch and read everything I can about their proposed policies and plans for this country." According to Taylor, she will be voting for Kamala and her running mate Tim Walz because, quote, "She fights for the rights and causes I believe need a warrior to champion them." Shortly after Taylor endorses the Democratic candidate, the former president shares his thoughts about her announcement by comparing her to Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes' wife, Brittany Mahomes. Brittany made headlines in recent weeks for publicly supporting Donald Trump by liking several posts on social media regarding the presidential candidate. Donald Trump says this while calling into Fox News on September 11th.
Out of nowhere, after the debate last night, Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris. What do you think?
Well, I actually like Mrs. I actually like Mrs. Mahomes much better, if you want to know the truth. She's a big Trump fan. I was not a Taylor Swift fan. It was just a question of time. She couldn't. You couldn't possibly endorse Biden. You look at Biden, you couldn't possibly endorse him. But she's a very liberal person. She seems to always endorse a Democrat, and she'll probably pay a price for it at in the marketplace. But no, I like Brittany. I think Brittany's great. Brittany got a lot of news last week. She's a big MAGA fan. That's the one I like much better than Taylor Swift.